For Warzone Season 6, we got a pretty big weapon balance, and we're going to talk about the top 10 best guns in the game. So first, we're going to talk about the close range meta, and then the long range meta. And now, I do want to say something really quick, that I made a video on this gun. This shotgun is a one-shot kill. If you guys want to watch that video, you can just click on this on the top right corner, and then that's the full build for it. But I'm not including this one in there, because I know for sure it will get nerfed. So starting at number 5 is the MX9. Now, this one actually got buffed for this season. The time to kill was already on par with the ISO 45 and the MP5. So now after this damage buff, I haven't checked the numbers yet, but I'm pretty sure they're equal unless this one actually kills faster finally. But the only thing that holds this thing back is the mag capacity only being 32. So with that being said, this is a great gun for solos and even duos. And now what you guys are looking at is the 4th best SMG. So now this one I actually had 3rd on my list before they introduced the ISO 9mm, which we're going to get into next. I honestly feel like the ISO 9mm is probably even with this weapon, if not better than it. Because if you think about it, they both do the same thing. Low recoil, really good time to kill, really good movement speed, and overall just 2 really good SMGs. So now with that being said, let's jump into the 3rd best SMG, which is kind of crazy. Like, I didn't expect this ISO 9mm to be this good, but this thing is actually really good. Like I said before, really good time to kill, low recoil, really good movement speed. Literally, you don't need anything else in the SMG. So this is why this is now the 3rd best SMG in the game. Moving on from that, what we have at number 2 is going to be the ISO 45. And now if you guys notice, this build is a little bit different just because this gun is a little bit jumpier. So we actually go with the red dot sight instead of rocking hollow points on my build. But if you guys wanted to, you can have the same exact build you've seen before. Moving on from that, what we have is the MP5. Literally the best SMG in the game still. And with my build here, I actually go with hollow point because it does throw off your enemies when they, their screen flashes if you hit their limbs. Obviously, you're not going to a gunfight intentionally trying to shoot somebody's limbs, but when it does happen, it will throw them off. And a lot of times it'll help you win a gunfight. But other than that, I go with no barrel because you don't really need it. I mean, the damage range is already bad at like 7 meters. So why even drop it down even more by using a shorter barrel? So now jumping over to the long range meta, I'm gonna give you guys 6 guns just because I wanted to give you like a traditional AR build, because I don't like the way the Warzone meta is going to where, we don't need suppressors, we don't need underbarrels, and just all these weird builds. So I just wanted to give you a gun that was extremely solid, really good damage range, recoil control, bullet velocity. Like this 545 is gonna get it done for you. So that was like the bonus gun for you guys. But at number 5, what I have is my 0 recoil Razorback build. And when I say 0 recoil, I mean it. This thing does not move at all. So if you guys have trouble, controlling recoil with any gun in the game, just try this out and just see how it goes for you. And now I know a few of you may not like the iron sight. So if you don't, just take off the rear grip and put on whatever sight you want for that. And now next up from there, what we have for either, tie for number 5 or at the number 4 spot, these 2 guns are pretty much exactly the same. The only difference is, well, there's 2 differences, is that the FFAR will kill faster, has better damage ranges, but it's not by a lot. But also with that, this gun has much more recoil than the Razorback does. Even the build I showed you, like if you were to take the same exact build and put it on the Razorback is still gonna have less recoil. So I'm only putting the FFAR in this list because of the fast time to kill. We have the TAC V. So this gun actually got buffed, and now it's once again a competitor for the meta. So definitely look into the TAC V if you're able to control the recoil. If not, try my build out and see how it works for you, because this is like the maximum recoil control build. If you guys haven't noticed, a lot of my builds are catered towards, 0 recoil. So the TAC V may work out for you if you try that build out. And now at the number 2 spot, what we have is the brand new TR76. I don't have tunes for it, but on screen I'll have some tunes for you and a full build. The build you guys see here is the one I used, and if you guys want to see me actually use this gun, just click on this video right here. Now moving on from that, I hate to say it, but I really do think the 7.62 is still the best AR in the game right now. But now when it comes to the 7.62, I would not write it off just yet. So this gun is still viable, it is still meta, because Call of Duty, as we all know, will nerf guns and you won't even be able to tell the difference. Like it takes them 2, 3, maybe even 4, 5 updates to actually fully nerf a gun. It looks like I didn't have this one tuned, so what we're going to do is do that and then max out bullet velocity, and that is the complete build. And I want to say this is pretty much tied with the FFAR now. And that is it, man. That's the top 10 best class setups for season 6. So if you guys made it this far in the video, just go ahead and drop me a like. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss videos like this in the future. And once again, if you guys have not checked out the game breaking one-shot shotgun, click on this video right here.